Hi, I'm Dennis Spornick from WapReview.com, a mobile web site, a site that covers the mobile web and mobile web services.
What do you think of the N97 then? Is it turning you on?
It is turning me on. To me, what I'm really looking for in a phone is probably not what the average person is looking for, but I'm looking for a computer in my pocket. I want to be able to create, basically create media of all kinds, text, video, images, be able to edit them, resize images, edit videos, all of that stuff wherever I am with a device that I carry with me constantly. And the iPhone, as great as it is, doesn't do that. There's no FTP program. I can't update my site with an iPhone because I can't transfer files back and forth. I can't really compose blog posts on it because there's no real editor with a spell checker and all that. And I've been a big fan of S60 since the early days. My first S60 phone was the 3650, and to me, it's the most mature, well-rounded mobile operating system with the most apps of the sort that I actually use. There's a lot of things wrong with it, but still, it's the best at the moment. And it's good to see that Nokia have come out with a phone that really gives, strong competition to the iPhone, the Palm Pre, Android, and everything else that's out there. If we think about how we use our PCs, how much time do you actually spend with local applications on your PC? If you're like me, you use web services in the browser all the time. And that is basically the way I see the mobile workspace becoming in another year or two. And actually, this phone is pretty well positioned for that. I mean, it's got a halfway decent built-in browser. There are at least a half a dozen S60 alternate browsers available, and none of them are great. In fact, they're all kind of crappy, if you pardon my French. But they're going to get better. It's an evolutionary process. We're going to see HTML5. We're going to see offline mode in browsers. We're going to see access to location services, the address book, and all sorts of other phone features finally made available in the browser. So the future to me is services in the browser on your phone. Apps are a stopgap for the most part, although there's some things you probably always want in an app. I mean, if you're going to store your passwords, you have a password database on your phone, you probably don't want to store that in the cloud. Maybe you want to back it up maybe on your computer in the cloud, but you want it local. You might need to find your password. Maybe there's no coverage at your bank and you forgot. You need your account number all of a sudden or something. And so that's the sort of thing that apps will always be useful for. As far as composing text, I'll have to admit that I do all my posts online in the WordPress editor, but it does things like autosave. I mean, it does everything that Microsoft Word does for me. And it's already, it's an HTML editor, and I don't have to go through any other steps to save it. So why should I write it in Word and then copy it into the blog?
Do you think mobile developers should really be looking at the HTML5 and the offline modes, those kind of things?
Oh, definitely. It's coming. It's slowly coming. I mean, I think we'll see the next release of Android, Muffin, I believe it's called, will probably have a lot more HTML5 stuff in the browser. Opera 9.5 or 9.7 for mobile is coming out with a lot of HTML5 stuff. Apple will probably, raise the bar with the next release in the browser. So yeah, it's coming. It's slowly but surely, and it's coming. Interestingly, I mean, I'm not a big fan of web standards, and the HTML5, I think the W3C is expected to be done with it in 2015 or something. It's going to be here next year,
What should we be seeing on WapReview?
Well, I'm going to be looking at all the new handsets that I've been playing with in the last couple of days. Other than that, basically what we do is we cover the mobile web and mobile web services. I try to track as many of the new sites that come out, give a critical, impartial review of each one. We have a large catalog of mobile websites and services. There are over 1,700 apps that have been reviewed and cataloged and are easily searchable. we want to be your one-stop shop for the mobile web.
Just a reminder on the website.
The website is WapReview.com, or on your mobile, WapReview.mobi.
Dennis, thank you for taking the time.
You're welcome. Thank you, Ewan.